All right, Ashley Westwood, everyone. Jorge, I will fulfill your request to go first. Go ahead and kick us off.
Ashley, how are you today? Looking
I'm
good.
good.
I like the hair.
Thank you, mate. It's a fresh
Nice.
cut for the weekend.
Love it. I'll start it off with DC are a direct rival in the hunt for a playoff spot for you guys. How important does this game become given that you guys are 3 points away from them in ninth with 2 games in hand?
They're all big at this stage of the season. Like I said, the main thing for us is doing what we did the last 3 games because I thought we were absolutely excellent. So the way we played, we dominated. We dominated two of the best teams in arguably the league. So like I said, we can take great confidence from that. We're not getting away from it. It's a huge game. It's gonna probably could end up deciding the playoffs. So it's huge for us, but we just got to focus on what we do well. Like I said, the last 3 games, take great confidence from that, and we're going in there with good form. And like I said, the fans are going to play their huge part as well.
For sure. And what are those positives that you take from those last 3 games? Given that you guys were undefeated, you beat LAFC in that mini run as well.
I think it was the way we played, the way we dominated LA. They didn't know football. It felt like that on the pitch. They didn't have any answers to us. The same with Orlando, and the same with to go to Nashville, which is a tough place to go, and we completely dominated them. It felt like we played in their own half the whole game. Unfortunately, we didn't hold on, which is the only negatives we could take from that. But the performance-wise and the way we played, we're going into the weekend with great confidence. Like I said, it's put us in a great position to have a real push for the playoffs. We're hopefully timing our form just right.
For sure. And the last one for me, there was a season with Burnley that you guys finished 7th and made it to the Europa League. What do you take away from that season that maybe you can apply here at Charlotte to help qualify for a playoff? So what kind of mentality can you give this squad from that run?
It was the whole work rate, and we're getting that now. We got that in the League's Cup. You can sense it on the pitch. Our willingness to run for 90 plus minutes. You can feel it on even the 75th minute. We're still pressing. We're still running around, and we still look fresh. That's been the big difference. We're running teams off the field now, which is it's not easy to do. And like I said, that even the top boys do it now. Football's evolved so much. You've got to be fit and you've got to be able to play with the ball. And we're starting to show that now. And that's been the most pleasing thing for me. Everyone's working hard and willing to do the hard yards, and no one's arguing. No one's moaning. Everyone's just getting on with it, and we're creating a real positive culture here, and it's shown in the last few games.
Awesome. Thank you. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Jorge. Will Blasher.
Ashley, what's going on, pal? How are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you?
I'm well. I want to ask you about your former Burnley mate, Scotty. He's kind of gotten a knack here lately of being part of the late heroics. Is that something that is a new thing for you to witness, or has this kind of always been a part of his repertoire?
He's always popped up with goals. Even at Burnley, if he wasn't playing, he'd come on and he'd create chances and get on the end of things. He's got a real eye for arriving at the right time, and that's something you can't teach. The way he just is like the top strikers. The ball always seems to arrive him. I think people think they're lucky, but there's a special talent to that, and I think Scott is definitely got that. And unfortunately, we couldn't hold on, which is the only disappointment from the Nashville game.
This is, seeing you guys at a training earlier today, this is probably the largest group you guys have had together with first team dudes healthy at any point in the season. How do you as a captain ensure that, some of the tough decisions that are made by Christian Latanzio might leave some guys out? So how do you ensure that everybody stays motivated and is making sure that they're on their P's and Q's, even if they're not part of, say, the 20-man roster on a weekend?
Well, that's the culture we're creating here. I said it before. With no one moans, no one falls out or sulks. Everyone gets on with it. And like I said, we've got a real good squad now. Who, like I said, when you look at the guys who miss out the weekend, they're still there supporting. They still turn up Monday and they're still working hard for the team. And that's what it's all about. Not everyone can play, and it's the way them boys act when they're not involved. That's the key to a successful team.
And lastly, from me, you mentioned the last three games. There has been a difference, like you mentioned, in the way that the team has played, and I think a lot of it comes from the buildup without revealing the secret sauce so that DC doesn't see it and hear it. But what has been different, conceptually with what you guys have done to try and make sure that you are creating more chances?
I think everything's just clicked. It's been, I think, I goes back to the league's cup. We were on the road a lot. We said it started then. We were running for each other. Everyone was fighting for each other, and there's a good feeling about the group. And like I said, it comes from the lads who aren't playing, pushing the ones who are in the team. And if you're in the team, you don't want to come out of the teams. We've created a real culture, and it's like I said, it's starting to show. It's finally paying off, and we're hitting form just at the right time, hopefully.
Cheers, mate. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, Carol Walton.
Okay. Hey, Ashley, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to ask about Brecht and what he brings. I know it's just been a little bit of time, but it seems like he really can help y'all get the ball off the field.
Yeah, he's a talented boy, a very talented boy, and he's got a lot of experience. He brings something different, and like I said, I think he's obviously struggled with I think he had a hamstring issue, but he's hopefully be back soon. Like I said, he brings that little bit of quality, and like I said, I think he's really enjoying it as well. He's fitted into the group straight away. He speaks French, which helps, so he can speak to Addy a lot, and Addy speaks. They've got a real connection. So it's been brilliant for us, and obviously Yeri as well has come in and fitted in straight away. So it's an easy group to fit into. I found that when I joined in January, they're a real good bunch of lads, and it's a pleasure to come to work every day.
And one last one, just I know you don't want to focus on some of the breakdowns, but has there been some communication maybe that needs to be cleaned up? I mean, is there something simple, or is it more just that energy in the last, that never say die kind of thing at the end of a game?
Yeah, I think it's just like I said, the leagues. Keep going back to the Leagues Cup, but that was the turning point in our season. We were away from home, boys traveling together. We'd come back, we'd go again, and we created a real bond, and it's one we're going to protect. And like I said, go back to Nashville. It's just disappointing we've got a draw there. If you'd have took a point at the start of the game, but the way we played and we dominated them, it ended up being a disappointing result. So that's how far we've come in a short space of time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carol. Caleb.
Hey, Ashley, just one question for you. What sort of message do you have to the fans about coming out and showing up for this important match this weekend?
It's a huge match, and I know we've opened up the top bowl, so it's hopefully they come out in their numbers. Even the Wednesday night game was incredible. We had the storm rolling in and it was raining, but we still managed to get nearly 30,000. So it was unbelievable support. You don't get that in England, so to get that just shows what a fan base we've got. And like I said, it's a huge game. Could be. Well, we're not looking at that, but it's gonna be put us in a great chance if we win on Saturday to real push for playoffs. So the way they come out and support, they've done it even at the start of the year when things weren't going our way. They've stuck with us, and hopefully we can pay them back now.
Great, thanks so much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Cool. Jorge, I see your hand go back up, so we can finish off if you have a couple extras. And Carol, if you have anything extra as well, we can come to you after Jorge.
I was just going to give you a hard time about your commercial, Will, so I'll defer to Jorge.
Oh, don't even tell Westy about that now. It's going to go.
Oh, you've got to say it now. You can't do that.
Just ask Minty.
Okay.
All right, Jorge, go ahead.
He's blushing. He's blushing.
Go on.
I get to start it off and finish it off. I love it. Ashley, the NFLPA's new executive director, Lloyd Howell, mentioned that all NFL stadiums need to go to natural grass. I just wanted your thoughts on playing on a turf field versus natural grass, and if it truly makes a difference.
You're asking a lad that's come from a broken ankle. So for me, I've been fine with it. It's been all right. Ours is very good, to be fair. Ours is a very good one. But it obviously it is. it's gotten its bad press, but it's been fine with me. I can only speak from my experience. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit worried coming from grass all in the Premier League, but I grew up playing on these pitches, so it's okay for me. And like I said, with a bad ankle, I was worried, but I've stood up to it, and like I said, I'm very lucky with ours is very good. But I won't be making any judgment on pitches. Obviously, I know there was a bad incident with Aaron Rodgers recently, but I think the way it looked a nasty collision, and I don't think he would have come out of that very healthy on grass either way. So it's one of them. But like I said, for us, it's about the football, and I'm not going to look into pitches.
Thank you.
All right, we'll finish there. Thanks everyone for your time. We'll see you guys on Friday for Crystal Natanzio.
Thank you.